Hello everyone and welcome to another Starcraft 2 livecast. Looks like we got a TvP here on Daedalus Point. Probably Daedalus. Anyways, this seems like it should be a good map for me. In that there's a really wide ramp, so the force field threat isn't much. And the rush distance is average. It's not a gigantic map, of course, not small either. It's a standard 45-second walk time for a worker, not like a minute and 10 seconds like that other new map they have. Alright. Oops. Okay, well, let's build anywhere.
Additional supply depots required.
I'm going. Go ahead.
Okay. So probably better to build a command center here, just so the scout sees the gas in the command center right away and may not check the back of your base. Which is what I'm going for.
Not enough minerals.
Okay.
SCV ready. Big, huh? SCV ready. In the rear with the gig.
Over there for proxy. I'm not sure what the better place for proxy is. Typically over here is better than over here in the Protoss head, but there's a watchtower below me, so maybe he won't proxy there. Anyways, reactor, proxy him. SCV, depot. No, I got my orbital a long time ago.
What's going on?
Tech lab. Let's come here.
Standing. Will do. Affirmative.
Upgrade add-on complete.
Okay.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
And Marauder.
Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Go on. Armed and ready. It's about to get. Been waiting on you. Don't leave me hanging. Ready.
Research complete.
Let's have a blast.
Not enough minerals.
No scout makes me think I can cheesed in some manner. Don't know what that manner is. But engineering bay is going to go down, and with the second rounder we're going to push out.
Not enough minerals.
Sure thing. Big job, huh? SCV ready. Armed and ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
So that's what I thought, so we're going to go back.
This better be good. SCV ready.
And immediately get turret,
Not enough minerals.
bunker,
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
turret.
I can't build here.
enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Say the word, baby.
Maybe a
Numbers, boys.
blink? I don't know. Let's keep a guy patrolling here, just in case.
Not enough minerals. Base is under attack. HotS are under attack.
Looks like blink.
In the rear with
So I'm gonna keep Marines inside there, because that's where zealots and sentries will come in. And keep the rest ready for blink.
you gonna get this better be good.
I did restart the factory, right? Yes, I did. Oh, okay, I found that as well. Let's quickly see if I can get a guy out there.
Research complete.
Outstanding. Looking forward to it. Go, go, go! Bad news? It's on.
Not enough minerals.
I'm gonna scan him actually. Okay.
Armed and ready.
Okay, we're gonna try to kill him before that
Coming through.
finishes.
It's your time. What's going on? Go ahead. Let's have a blast.
So we don't want him overcharging.
Not enough minerals.
In the rear with the gear.
Not enough minerals.
Yep. SCV ready. This better be good. By the numbers, boys. You gonna... Bad news? Been waiting on you. Who wants some? Ready. Go, go, go! Sure. I feel you.
This is weird.
PCB boy. It's go time. What's going on? Sure thing. It's your time. Armed and ready.
Not enough minerals. Complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. These are under attack.
What's going on? This better be good.
Upgrade complete.
Bad news? Woo-hoo! Overtime! Ah! You scared me! Yeah. Sure thing.
Not enough energy.
Huh?
Combat shield.
You want a piece of me, boy? MCV ready. Kaboom, baby!
Okay.
Big job, huh? What's going on? Armed and SCV ready. Let's have a blast.
Ready for dust off.
Just in case the warp doesn't play,
SCV ready.
I'm gonna do that.
Not enough minerals.
Huh? SCV ready. Oh, it's on.
Base is under attack.
Go, go, go! In the rear with the gear. Go ahead. It's go time. Ready to butter. Go on.
Research complete. Additional supply depots required.
What's going
Not
on?
enough minerals.
You're the boss.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
Overtime.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah. What's going on? First round's on. Fight or flight. Yeah, right.
Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
It's about to get heavy.
Not enough minerals.
Ready to plunder. Made for battle.
I know, I forgot.
Armed and ready.
Need someone over here, keeping an eye on his low ground.
I'm on it. You ready for war? I like it. Ready to plunder. Transformation
Mineral
system.
field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Alright, now I think we're in really good shape, so just make sure he hasn't taken a weird
field
base.
depleted.
Come back.
Will do. Times will say the word, baby. Gangway, coming. It's about to get heavy. Ready to plunder. Overtime.
Mineral field depleted.
Hope this turns out well. Alright. So, the problem with that containment is you have to worry about so many different things. There's not just the bust down the ramp, there's warp prism play, there's warping in the low ground, you could have a proxy pile now on the map, you know, DTs, or even just zealots getting into your base. Blink stalkers blinking out, ferrying troops to the low ground either to flank your containment or to just go out and attack you. And he can do that. He can send his whole army out to attack your main base and then just leave a few sentries at home to force field the ramp. I mean, I do have a couple medevacs, but so maybe more than a couple force fields, but he can leave. He can split it well. So scouting is really key. And the main resource I use for scouting was spotted. I like to build a factory, proxy a factory. You can have a little bit of fun with widow mines, but mostly the proxy factory is to scout his base. You know, it gets me the starport tech I need, but also I can go swooping through here and see like, oh, when he went Twilight Council, oh, he's got a robotics bay. And then I can narrow down the things I have to worry about. So the only information I knew is he had an immortal. An immortal means a robotics facility, which means warp is in play, so I was worried about drops, because that's the typical response. So this opener is a little bit strange for me. So it looks pretty standard so far. Stargate. Cancelled. I went multi-racks. Oh, he didn't go multi-racks. He went gateway and robotics. So what I'm looking for here is after he throws down that Stargate, does his screen not move at all? Let's watch. So there's the Stargate going to his camera. Alright, let's go back. Okay, maybe he just changed his mind. It could be map hack, but there's no clear indicator of it. Because there were a couple of suspicious things of my factory being spotted and my scout marine both being spotted. And then he cancelled the nexus when I was crossing the map, but he didn't know I was crossing the map. In fact, the more I think about this, the more I think I just beat a map hacker.
I return to research complete.
We'll figure it out. So here comes my poke. Let's go back and take a look at that. So he's sitting at the top of his ramp, right? Now he moves out. I guess my army left a little while ago. Yeah, you know what else makes it really obvious? This. Like, no attempt to get any information whatsoever in Diamond League level. I mean, the pathing could just be to make things not look suspicious. You know, obviously you can't right click on it. You go to A move like straight to that location, but making that little gesture. Let's go back there again. I don't know, man. I've definitely seen replays that are much more obvious than this, but I gotta say, I'm feeling the map hack a little. Okay, there's one more piece of evidence. See, the way map hack works now, it's whenever a screen isn't moving, that's when he could be looking the fog of war. Like map hack back in the day used to see the screen for him jump over here, like he's looking at my base in the fog of war. It's like, why would you ever do that? But like map hack version, the smarter one I know of, which is still probably 2 years old, or know of anyways. I'm not a map hacker, don't worry. What they do is anytime you click in the fog of war like that, it keeps your camera here, like in the replay file, or like I don't know how it works exactly, but when you look at the replay, it keeps your camera here anytime you go into the fog of war. Of course, we saw him click in the fog of war. I'm not sure exactly how it works. Maybe it's when only you ever click on the mini-map or something. I think there's also map packs where you can't look in the fog of war, but you can see like the production tab and you can see the mini-map. So the mini-map is wide open and this is wide open, but you can't actually go over and look at stuff. I think that's a possible version of it. So there's the scan. There's the cancel. Troops streaming across the map. I mean, it could be the reaction to the scan, but if you wanted to trick me, like when people trick you after a scan, what you do is, as soon as the scan finishes, you change what the person saw, right? So as soon as the scan finishes, he cancels his nexus and throws in another gateway or something like that. But he didn't do that. He didn't cancel until this was streaming across the map. Oh, Chris.
Base are under attack.
You know, in the broad sense of it, you've heard the saying, winning isn't everything. And that's mostly BS, right? Because winning's pretty awesome. It's not everything. It's true, but it's a lot. But in gaming, the main goal is fun. Now, often winning leads to fun, but fun should be your main goal. And Starcraft is not fun if you cheat. Almost any game is not fun if you cheat. Tell me a game where you like turned on God mode and just like the entire challenge of the game disappeared, and then you could just like play it and play it and play it, and you can never get bored of it. Well, I guess that's kind of like Minecraft, but I don't know. Anyways, don't cheat, guys. Oh boy. Um, so he actually sees the bunkers going up this time. And decides to try to come engage. No, he just wanted to try to pick off the SCV. You know what, guys? I'm posting this on the internet, so I take it all back. I don't have proof that Chris is cheating. If you know this player, there's coincidental things. You know, one coincidence happens all the time, so I mean, it's definitely possible that 4 or 5 coincidences can happen in a game. There were some very weird decisions, though, not scouting my base, going directly here, then going directly here, canceling this nexus without knowing that I'm coming. So there's all those things could be just like random coincidence or could be explained for other reasons, I suppose, but I cannot say that he's map hacking, so I take it back. Let's stop focusing on that part anyways, let's focus on the analysis. Okay, so he took down the factory I was building here, so I didn't really have a scout. So I think I might have scanned him at some point. No. I scanned the natural to see if he expoed. Just know to come here. So I came here and the expansion was gone. The intent was to hit it before it completes, and I think that would have happened. I would have had my bio with a bunch of SCVs and you know, stim. I think I would have definitely taken that down since the mothership core couldn't do anything about it. You did have a decent sized force, a mortal heavy, which means I really need a ghost. And I really like after getting this containment, getting a ghost is awesome. Because you just kind of hang it out here, and as soon as something comes down the ramp, this is like, hello, giant EMP target. The ramp is like the bullseye that the ghost has pre-sighted. Anyways, 2 things I'm thinking about. One is drop play. So the scouting I'm basing all my reactions on is that he has an immortal. So the only thing I know for sure is in his base, besides gateways and gas and nexus, is this thing here. So that's what I'm going to worry about right now. Colossus is going to be trouble, so that's why I got the starport quickly. And War Prism play. So I actually need to get the bunker, which I do right here. And this works pretty well against DTs too. Like it protects the mineral line fairly well versus DTs. And in fact, I probably shouldn't cram all these depots behind my mineral line. That's because this would be a good place for a bunker. Like a bunker here or here would work pretty well protecting my mineral line. Put a bunker there at a turret in the minerals, and it's pretty good against both DTs and Oracle. This is obviously good versus DTs and Zealots. And then I got the reactor starport, and I decided to make Medivacs because I didn't know what he was doing. It's tough to say. I mean, I do have troops that need healing, and Medivacs always come in handy in a fight. But if he's rushing Colossus and I don't get the Vikings in time, I'm in trouble. Which is kind of what happened here. Colossus does come out. He can't do anything until he gets Thermal Lance, because you put Marauders inside a bunker, gives them +1 range. So Marauders go from range 6 to range 7, and Colossus are only range 6, right? So Marauders in a bunker, pretty sweet. And now that he has range, he can start peppering these bunkers. So the repair is important. I like to put 2 SCVs on hold position behind each bunker. A hold position auto repair, so they won't move or go anywhere. You know, when this is getting hit, these guys won't come running over and get in front and die. And then you fill their bunkers with Marauders, obviously. These troops, constantly keep putting them in hold position all the time, because every time this like slash comes down from the Colossus, these guys are going to start running forward. And it's so annoying to deal with, especially if you're a slow player like myself and you're trying to deal with other things. Yeah, so that works pretty well at holding it off. I'm not even sure if the Colossus can kill these SCVs if he targets them. Like if he targets this SCV, he might get in range of the Marauders, because Marauders are range 7 and he's only range 9, and these things are 2 wide, or 3 wide. So I don't think it's possible for him to hit the SCVs on the far side without taking Marauder shells. Maybe he tries, maybe we'll be able to find out. Those like 2 SCVs keeps about even with a Colossus. So I did not have the Vikings in time, but this is buying me the time to get the Vikings here. Second Colossus is going to come. This is going to make it a little annoying because I only got 3 SCVs and I need 4 to repair. He's having trouble getting the right angle though. This is kind of actually a cool spot. Yeah, it's hard for him to do it right. There he goes, he's got it finally. So that bunker's going to fall, but the Vikings have arrived. I didn't really notice that they arrived because I was all caught up with repairing this. 3 SCVs is not enough. The burn actually adds more DPS because when it's burning you're losing DPS. So there we figured it out. If he's really Zealot heavy, say it wasn't Colossus, say it was Twilight Tech, and he went for like charge lots and Archons and possibly Storm, then you actually want to get a lot of depots in front of these bunkers. Maybe you can throw down this factory somewhere. And it makes it so much more powerful versus speed Zealots, or versus charge lots. The depots in front just removes the surface area. And I'm not talking about like a full wall, but even just one depot in front of a bunker helps a lot. And this little dance will play with the Colossus trying to shoot the bunkers, the Vikings trying to shoot the Colossus, the Stalkers trying to kill the Vikings, and then the Marauders shooting at the Stalkers that come forward. And the Zealots are all in the front, looks like he's gearing up for a push out. One base on one base is advantage me. You can see that my base is mining out fast. There's only 5 patches left. And, you know, commentators always talk about how mining out of base is a bad thing. If you can mine out of base fast, that's a good thing. Because that means you have more money available to spend rather than more money available to mine. Now, if you're mining out a base faster than your opponent, you have nothing to show for it because you're losing way more troops than your opponent is, then that's a different story. But in this case, I'm mining up faster than my opponent, so it's kind of like I have a bigger economy than him. Also, eventually he'll completely mine out his natural, and I can always float this over to my... Sorry, eventually he'll completely mine out of his main, and I get to float this to my natural when I run out of money and continue mining. It's a long-term, I have a better long-term situation than him as well. So against this many zealots, I probably should actually have marines in the bunkers. Because you don't want the marauders shooting at the... You definitely want the marines shooting... Well, I don't know, it's tough to say. Everything's going to end up shooting at zealots anyway, so maybe it's better to have the marauders in the front. So that way when the bunkers go down, the next target's going to be whatever's in the bunkers, because these marauders are going to be out front. And that's what you want. You want the marauders like taking all the hits while the marines dish out the DPS. Anyways, I poke my factory forward and I see the attack coming. This would have been awesome. You see if I had Ghost had that lined up on the ramp. Oh my gosh, the EMPs you could get. You do one EMP there, then all of a sudden, boom, you can go EMP again. Like this is basically an EMP right here. Like that's about the range of it, right? Look what I'm highlighting. It's like 12 units. Including perfect for immortals, because 100 shields and EMP removes 100 shields. And those are special shields, the immortal ones. With this many zealots, it doesn't matter that all my units are clustered behind the bunkers, because with the zealots running into melee range, all this stuff's going to be able to fire. And it's probably good that they're stuck behind the bunkers, because that way the Colossus shots are going to end up shooting like this, right? And hitting mostly just bunker. Buying time for your Vikings to hopefully take out the Colossus. Also, the fact that he has to navigate down this ramp is good for me. Like, these stalkers are probably not going to get into the action, and this immortal probably won't, at least not for a long time. Alright, so let's watch the battle. Army sizes are pretty even. Almost dead even, actually. 200. 200. My army is 50 minerals bigger. Of course, a lot of it's up here. I got, 2 marauders there, and this, and this is still crossing the map, and that's still crossing the map. And this marine, totally forgot about, is looking for blink stalkers from the beginning of the game. This guy's scouting around. So some of it's not there. But I also have $300 into bunkers. I have 1-1 with stim, concussive shell, combat shield. He has no upgrades except for Colossus range. So my army is still larger in terms of dollar amount, and composition, we'll see how it turns out. I guess the one thing we should look at before we start the fight, just use lost tab to see how it turns out. Okay, so nothing's died yet, so I'll just lost shields. So, he's at 1,000, so 1,300. I start ahead and use lost tab by 1,300. So he's through the bunkers, 2 Colossus down. 3 Colossus down, the Zealots are about to die, 1 bunker left. Yeah, and that's GG. Ends up 3,000 behind, so he lost $2,700 more than I did. And it's about to get a lot worse, because with the Zealots all dead, this is where he loses the expensive units, the Sentries, the Stalkers, and the Immortal. And yeah, there's nothing left in his base. Oh, he mined out very evenly. He still has 7 patches left in this base, but almost no money. They're all going to mine out almost instantaneously. One, two, three, four, five, six. 6 gates. Robotics on 1 base. Don't know if you can support that. Maybe he threw down the gateways as he was throwing down the expo, and then when he changed his mind, he was stuck with extra gateways. Anyway, so that's that. I think I've dragged this on a lot in the analysis part of this video, so I'm sure most of you tuned out. But for those of you who are still around, be sure to check the description for a thumbs up link, as well as links to my various media things like Facebook and my stream and whatnot. Hit the subscribe button here, obviously, because I put out about 3 or 4 videos a week, mostly in this format, where I play live for the entertainment and then do an analysis afterwards for the learning part. And with that, I think I'm going to call it the end of this game. Thank you guys for tuning in. Check the description for a thumbs up link, which I already said, and goodbye.